Is Dedrick able to go today?
Dedrick Mills?
Yes.
Yeah, he practiced.
You're hopeful for him for this weekend?
We'll see.
Has he been cleared by the concussion protocol?
Yeah.
In terms of practice this week, how's it been?
It's been okay. No problem. I mean, it's typical when you get this late in the year, is, you know, you're starting to cut back a little bit and try to get everybody healthy, but it was okay.
Been getting any clearer picture on who might be returning kickoffs?
Oh, yeah, we know. We have a clear picture.
We got word that JOL and Christian have been suspended. Is there anything you can say about it?
No comment.
Okay. All right. You, I'm sure you've noticed, North Carolina seems to get a bye week pretty frequently when they've played you.
Pretty much everybody in our division did, didn't they?
But going back, yeah, they've had it like 5 times, I think. I'm curious if that's something you've ever brought to the league's attention, or.
I think the way the league works is that everybody has one thing that they can request, and I think it's what happened in the past. The other teams request to have a bye before they play us. We request not to have a home game during fall break. I think that's what happens. I'm serious.
Yeah.
How's that worked out? I know you've had games on fall break.
I don't know, but I think that's the way it works.
Does those extra days really make any difference to the teams that are coming up?
I think the biggest thing is, well, sure, it helps. I mean, anytime you got a down week before you play somebody, it helps more than anything with being healthy. You know, getting your guys back.
Fresh legs.
Yeah, and that kind of thing. But it's got to help, yeah.
Well, what do you, I mean, I didn't see, I mean, it's one thing to request, I want an off week on a certain date, but it's another thing to say, I want an off week before we play team X.
I guess that's,
Date is a compliment, I guess?
I guess.
Like, are they Richard that told you that, or that's what you?
Well, I know that's the way it works.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, that's the way the league works. I know that's the protocol.
In terms of these games, other than the monsoon game, they've pretty much been shootouts since Fedora's been there. Is that what you're expecting?
You don't ever know. Usually when you expect that, it's 6-3. So, you know, we haven't had a 6-3 game in a while, but it's not out of the realm of possibility, I guess.
It's probably best, too, that you're going into that game coming off a win.
It's always best to go into any game coming off a win. But, yeah, I mean, they got a good team, and they're, you know, playing well, so it'll be, I think we've gotten better. We'll see, you know.
The adjustments you want to see defensively, how's that been going this week?
As
in
far
terms
as
of simplifying things.
well, I think it's you know, you'll see when you get in the game. It's hard to tell till you play. I mean, practice always looks good against scouts. They have a hard time blocking it.
I imagine the nature of what North Carolina does limits itself in terms of what you can do defensively. You have to be pretty quick with what you're doing.
It just depends. I mean, it's like I think last year's game there was probably 10 or 11 series. You know, they didn't get to run 100 plays, so they still won. So it's you know, you just got to go play, and when you get the ball, try to score, and when they get the ball, try to stop them. Pretty simple.
I know obviously that having big plays, you want that, but it's sort of like I think back to like the last time you guys were up there and DeAndre scored in that end round.
You got to score when you can score. I mean, you can't. You know, I mean, if we get to the point where we have to try to wait to run clock before we score, we're in real trouble. I mean, we're not that efficient. We need to score when we can score, so and then stop them when they get the ball.
Does that do something though for just the rhythm of the offensive? You know, there's good things in having a 10 play drive because kind of things are get guys in rhythm. Or
I don't care if it's 1 or 10, as long as you score, it's good.
You have a rooting interest in the next game?
Hmm?
You have a rooting interest in Game 7?
Akron and
The World Series.
Yeah.
Akron and who?
They're playing Northern Illinois, maybe? Is that
No,
it?
they played last time.
The World Series, actually.
East Ohio is playing tonight, too.
Toledo, I think.